How are you today, Allison?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. At home in LA, so it is nice and sunny, which I'm very grateful for. But we head back to Vancouver this weekend. We start shooting again next week. Woo, so it's winter
Yeah.
there.
I know. I was going to say, what's the temperature like there?
I don't know, but last time my one of the script supervisors posted that it was snowing and gray. So I was like, it's
Oh, I like the snow though. I'm
too.
excited about the snow. That's the one thing, because it was just raining nonstop.
I
And
like the
snow is my
snow.
jam.
Yeah, I think that you get a real feel in season one, which I feel like happens maybe only over just like a week period. You know what I mean? Like season two is like months, but season one's just like 1 week in the life of these people. You're right. It's a fast trust and friendship. But I think it's because she's coming off that abusive relationship and she has a really hard time trusting men. And all of a sudden, this weird stranger comes into her life and says things so boldly and truthfully that she feels like she can't do anything but trust him. And it feels refreshing to have a friend that is male, that's not trying to like get in her pants and, whatever, that the dynamic between men and women. So I think it's really easy for her to sort of fall into that friendship. But I think what keeps them staying close is that they need each other. And you start to see that towards the end of season one, especially once he reveals who he is and that he needs her help.
Yeah.
But in season two, when he comes back, you start to see how much he relies on her, and it sort of becomes this sort of like mother hen pushing the baby out of the nest, like go and find friends, figure your life out. I got to figure mine out. Yeah. But we can't get to that point without truly caring for one another and trusting one another.
Yeah. I mean, Asta is the town, is how I see it. She's like the Elliot in ET. She's this, she's very open and trusting in a lot of ways. And she's like this small town person who's sort of like, I'm willing to give everybody a shot. And I represent humanity in its best form, right? And so this other being from another galaxy gravitates to her because she's there and she's the person to gravitate to. And I think he senses that.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Thanks.
So if she's the humanity, what is Darcy?
The seedy underbelly? I don't know. I mean, Darcy's
fun.
She is fun.
She's the rebelliousness.
Well, if Asta represents humanity, I mean, I think Darcy's a part of Asta, really. I'm an extension of her. That's how it was written. That's how Darcy was written into the show, is to be to represent parts of Asta that were more light and fun, and the part of her that wasn't so exposition and dreariness and sadness, and I've grown out of her rib to be this person. But I think that Darcy represents sort of a bit of darkness as well, and I think she represents struggle and maybe lust, like the Bacchus, the god of wine. I don't know why I can't answer this question. Seems easy enough, but
light and dark, Adam and Eve. I like it. It just depends on what mood we're in.
We're symbiotic. We have a we're each other's chosen family in many ways. We've been friends since, you'll see in episode 3, since childhood. A lot of us have, and Asta and Darcy have just been like peas in a pod. They've never been without each other, at least emotionally, and they have a really important connection. They are each other's person that they rely on, and so this secret between them, that Harry is an alien and that he's part of I guess, group of aliens that want to kill all humans, is really difficult for Asta to keep from Darcy. It's something that comes between them over and over and over again. You'll see in all of season 1 and again in season 2. And and it's kind of a tense thing that has to break at some point.
Yeah, what she said.
So if Darcy were to find out the secret, how do you think she would react to Asta?
Yeah,
And
I've
to
been
Harry,
thinking
for that
about
matter.
that. I've been
I
thinking
mean,
about that.
Allison, I just wish she would, honestly. I'm so tired of carrying this by myself. I'm tired of lying to my best friend. I think that she'd be turned on, let's be honest. I think
I
she'd
don't
be like,
know.
"See, all along, I knew it." Like, I just feel like she would just be
Yeah,
like, I knew something about him was different. But I
yeah, that's
also,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's, I don't know. I just feel, I see that funny notion of you just being even more turned on now. But I also feel like you would, as you do in life, you would just show up for Asta and you'd be like, whatever you need, I got you. This is weird, but I'm with you. And like,
She's the risk taker.
that's right. She's my
Yeah.
ride or die. She's my Thelma Louise. Like we're jumping off a cliff together into space.
Yeah. I had a roommate one time who described me as a down ass bitch. And I really think that's who Darcy is. It doesn't really matter. Like she's the kind of person that, if Asta asked her like, okay, so we need to get off the grid, or, look, we need to kill somebody, or we need to really anything, like we're going vegan for a year, like pretty much Darcy's like, yeah, all right, what do we need? We got it. I got it. I'm there.
Right. So alien, no big deal.